the car and bringing us the story. Aisha.
Well, we are also watching on our screen live pictures of rockets being fired over Gaza City here. Hard to tell what exactly has been hit, what building, but you can see the huge plumes of smoke here cascading now over the city. I want to bring in now House Foreign Affairs Committee Chairman McCaul. Chairman, you've been briefed now by the National Security Council, and you saw Trey show us just how brutally these hostages were taken from right off the road, taken, kidnapped, whether they were women, children, the elderly, and of course also it looks like American citizens taken as well. What can you tell us about where we are in terms of locating these Americans and bringing them home?
Well, first of all, you're seeing the face of evil, the face of terror coming from Hamas, but also from Iran. Iran is backing all this, and they're behind all this. I've been to that community many times in the past, the strip of Israel along the Gaza Strip, and I'm getting reports back of people I've met with many times who are now have been killed by these terrorists. The images of little toddlers in cages. I mean, they've kidnapped little 2-3-year-old children and put them in cages like animals. I got to tell you, the briefing. We're trying to get every American citizen out of there right now. We're warning Americans not to go into Israel. It's too dangerous. But what you're seeing right now with the bombings into Gaza is an effort. This is the first stage, right? The IDF is what they're doing right now is taking out the command and control operations within Gaza. The second phase will be the far more difficult phase, and that is because they do hold so many people hostage, and they do hold human shields, civilians as shields, that they're going to have to go in house to house, not unlike Fallujah in 2005, and clear out the terrorists. The goal from Netanyahu was to remove all terrorists from Gaza. Operationally, from a military standpoint, it's a very extremely difficult thing to do. It's very dangerous, and it will take time, and it will be very bloody as well.
Yeah, it's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of assistance, too. I think Trey Yingst was earlier reporting that some of these hostages might be underground in tunnels underneath Gaza, which makes this task even more difficult for not only the Israelis, but for the Americans, for us to be able to get our people home. Let me ask you this. How much money does the president have currently to be able to draw down from to send more aid to Israel? Because I imagine they're going to need that fairly quickly. And how much more do you think they're going to need in a supplemental?
So we appropriated $3.3 billion for assistance to Israel. The president has full authority to draw down on that. When we talked to the NSC and White House yesterday, they have adequate funding in the short term. That's why it's absolutely essential we elect a speaker and get back to the business of the people. The first bill on the floor will be my bill condemning Hamas for this terrorist assault on Israel. What they will also need, Aisha, will be replenishing the Iron Dome weapon systems itself. In addition, they need precision-guided missiles, but also the 155s, the ammunition that's so desperately needed on the ground as they go house to house. So we will have our elections for Speaker on Wednesday, and I would urge my colleagues to not play games with this. This is very serious. It sent a message to the rest of the world that we are weak and dysfunctional. And it worries me, like people like Chairman Xi saying democracy doesn't work, or Iran, or Russia, or North Korea. Democracy has to work right now. The world is simply too dangerous.
Yeah, I think many people across party lines can agree on one thing. The message is wrong right now. Thank you so much, Chairman. We appreciate your time. Dana?
We will have more live coverage of the